Oh my God, slop, damn, slop. Chemical alert like bats on the ceiling. Black on my cape, can't see what I'm dealing. Black in my heart, can't feel any feeling with my slot ass slut, so I gotta keep willing. What's so thirsty? Gotta keep...
Yeah, I know. What the fuck? Why is it? Okay. Hold on. Stop flash. Okay, cool. We're recording.
I already finished my kombucha. It was supposed to last the whole episode.
Is it alcoholic kombucha or just regular kombucha?
No, it's just regular kombucha. I wish it was alcoholic kombucha.
I've never tried it, but I kind of want to try it. I mean, I can't now because I'll die. But maybe when I lose more weight, because I'm down like 20 pounds right now.
Is it because of the alcohol?
Well, kombucha has a little bit of sugar, so I can still drink it. But yeah, mostly because of the alcohol. Like I can have a couple alcoholic drinks every now and then, but I can't make it like a regular thing.
That's the second time you said that you couldn't consume something and you're gonna die. So,
yeah.
Like, you have a whole long list of things that you can't touch, or you're gonna die.
It's pretty much just
toast. So
toast, cheese toast.
Toast.
It's pretty much like sugar, like
fat.
Yeah, we fucking get it, Pablo. It's because it's sugar. So anything that can just develop into sugar in mass quantities, I can't have. So I have to watch my carb intake, and I have to watch any like sugar. So generally, I don't consume sugar, like no juice. I just water. The most sugar I probably take in a day is if I have like a peanut butter, something with peanut butter on it. Other than that, it's no sugar. So,
look at Frank out here. No.
By the
sugar.
way, if you fucking love Kool-Aid and you like sugar, you can drink Kool-Aid because it doesn't have sugar in it. But it tastes fucking gross without sugar.
Yeah,
of course, that's why black people put
a
a gallon of sugar every black hood movie you see.
Yeah.
It's a black girl in the corner pouring the amount of sugar in the Kool-Aid. Yeah. There's
so
no
much
sugar
that it gets thick. The water gets thicker.
Yes, that's
like,
it's not good if it's not thick.
Yeah,
that's what she said.
Like if you put a little more sugar, it'll turn like into mud.
Yeah,
you know,
that's what you need right there. You need close to like sugar mud.
Frank's obviously never been to a cookout. All right.
So. No, I have, but it's just when you drink only water, like Kool-Aid with no sugar tastes amazing. Like when you have no other options.
Kool-Aid, I can see that.
I can see
that.
I tried a Coke, like a sip of a Coke the other day. That shit just tasted nasty. Like honestly, soda.
Really?
Yeah. Now that I've pretty much like. Ever since COVID started, I haven't drank any soda, and the only soda that I can drink is like ginger ale, and even then, it's like the diet ginger ale. I don't even drink the regular one; it's too sugary.
What about like Coke Zero?
You know what? I've been meaning to give it.
That's just
a
a marketing.
But yeah,
ploy.
it's another thing. It's like
it doesn't have sugar in it.
It doesn't have anything, and dude, I don't know what the fuck they put in there to make it taste that way, but according to the nutrition facts, that thing has zero anything in it. I'm like, there's no fucking way. It has to have something in it.
Yeah.
So,
it's got like squirrel spit or something.
Yeah. Weren't they putting taurine in like Red Bull and shit? Which is like it's a vitamin that comes out of bull sperm.
Oh hell no.
Yeah, so like anything with taurine, which is like Monsters, like most energy drinks have taurine in it.
Is that the only place where you could get it? Bull sperm?
Taurine or bull sperm?
You get taurine, bull sperm?
Yeah, I think so.
Like maybe get it from something else, and that's what they're using.
I think the
people just started saying it because you also find it in bull sperm, so they were like, "Oh, gross."
Oh, I mean, maybe. I like to think that Red Bull has like a bunch of warehouses filled with bulls just pumping, just milking the shit out of bulls.
At least you're staying true to brand, you know. Red Bull, make a bunch of
you
bulls
think that's
red.
What's called Red Bull?
Right? That's why. That might be why it's called Red Bull.
Making them very mad because you're taking their balls off. And
I mean, I don't think the bulls are mad. I'm sure they're enjoying it, whatever. Have you seen them ever hook up a cow to those fucking udder machines where we get milk from?
It looks pleasurable.
It does. It looks fucking it looks terrible to me. I'm like, what the fuck is happening?
If I was a cow, it looks pretty pleasurable, to be honest with you.
Do you think that's like the equivalent to the cow being hooked to the Matrix is being hooked up to the milk machine?
Pretty close.
Right?
Pretty close.
I don't know. I guess so. Because
I think it's like the equivalent of us being hooked to those oxygen machines you get at the mall. You know, those little flavor oxygen machines. It's like awkward at first, and then they start blowing all that flavor, and you're like, oh, okay.
I can deal with this.
They get you high, right? Like, because O2, like, if you pump extra air into your lungs and stuff, like, you're not supposed to have that much O2 into it. Yeah, it's not. You're not supposed to have that much O2. So you're supposed to get like a little buzz from it or something. But
I didn't know about that.
That's from my understanding how it started. Like, you used to get.
I thought I was gonna get taller the first time I did that. I was like, oh, I'm gonna get taller. I was younger. I was
it fills you up with air, so you just grow.
I'm gonna get big and strong. Yeah.
I was like, for a cool minute, I was going back to that mall thinking I was gonna get taller, and that wasn't the case.
Spending your money every week.
Yeah, $20 too. It wasn't cheap. It was like $25 for like 3 or 4 weeks, and I realized I was just giving my money to flavored oxygen, and I'm like, all right, I could do this myself.
Yeah. Well, I mean,
that's when he started smoking weed.
Boom, right?
Dude, I remember
make my own flavor oxygen.
You used to see them all over Vegas because supposedly they would like help with like hangovers and shit.
Yeah, they help with that, and that's pretty much all I know they help with. Yeah. So that's pretty much all I know they help with.
They definitely don't make you taller.
No, they don't. Capped out at 5'9" over here.
Earl.
No joke. When I was a kid and saw those, I thought like that was the future. I thought like in like 2020 we were gonna see people with like oxygen bars in their homes and just be like, "Oh, breakfast," and then they put it in their nose, and that's how they would consume food, like Jetsons.
Right.
So the fifth element, huh?
Yeah, shit like that. I'm so disappointed that 2020 isn't closer to what we thought the future. Like, it's not like Demolition Man or anything like that, where it's just like
Demolition Man sucked. So not the movie. Not the movie. The little, Utopia or whatever they had.
Oh yeah, the Utopia was kind of weird. Like, it was kind of like hokey how what's her name? Miss Congeniality would just like yell off like fucked up catchphrases like every 10 minutes.
Yeah.
Talk about the movie, Miss Congeniality?
No. Well, I forgot
Sandra Bullock.
There we go, Sandra Bullock.
Oh, okay.
She was in Demolition Man, and like the movie.
Yeah, she was.
Or have you seen it? Like that.
A while ago.
Yeah, but if they just put it on fucking Netflix, I got to rewatch it. It was. I mean, it's an interesting movie for the '80s, but I don't think it was all that good.
Has Netflix been falling off lately?
You think so? I don't know, man. I think they've been putting some cool shit. Like, they just dropped the season 2 of that show, The Order. I binge watched the shit out of that.
Okay, maybe there's just a bunch of shows I'm just choosing not to watch because I'm just so against.
They're putting a lot of cool stuff.
The hype.
I just rewatched. Dude, I get you on that.
I just rewatched Starship Troopers.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's classic, and that's on Netflix right now. I think they just put it on there.
Yeah, I think so too. I've been seeing a few people posting about it, like rewatching it. That movie was dope. I think I was like 12 or 13 when that shit came out. But yeah, you're right. It still holds up even till today.
Starship Troopers, something I never watched. When I was a kid, I was so against nerdy sounding films, and Starship Trooper. I don't know if you get any much more nerdier than that when I was a kid.
Yeah, I mean, it kind of is. What? But it's it's not. It's not though.
It's because of Star Wars that anything with Star on it, it's like shut up, nerd.
Exactly.
But no, the movie is good because like it's like it's like a subtle. It's like a
war movie.
Cheesy. It's kind of cheesy, right?
Yeah.
And like ridiculous. And they're fighting this planet of bugs or whatever. But you also see a lot of like, kind of like how politics work and stuff, and how like there's like propaganda for like, we gotta get rid of these bugs because they're evil or whatever. But in reality, we're the ones invading their planet. We're the ones that started, that wanted to catch beef with them. And they show you like it's like ads about just how their society works and stuff, and it's really interesting, I think. So that's like the cool thing about it.
It was more like a war movie if it took place in a future of 2020, like how we thought it was gonna be. It's really it's a little different. I think a lot of people thought it was gonna be like Star Trek, and it's definitely not.
No, okay. I mean, it's a classic. A lot of people love it. It's like one of those movies that are like. I develop a good following years after,
Dude, you know how that girl leaves the guy because when they get in the military, she's like, fuck you, I'm gonna go fuck this other dude? My fucking cousin did that to a dude. That shit was so funny. So my cousin, she was dating some dude, and then they went into they were about to go to boot camp, and then the moment she left first, she straight up called him, was just like, "We're done, bye." And then fucking, he showed up at my aunt's door like an hour later, like, "You need to call your daughter and talk some sense into her." I'm like, dude, that fool was desperate as fuck.
Oh yeah.
I mean, don't badmouth Carmen from Starship Troopers, right? Because that is not what she did.
Okay. Oh, fucking okay, dude. She totally did that.
Okay. Also, if Rico decided to follow her into the army or whatever, that was on him. She didn't ask him to, and then instead, because they were supposed to do 2 years, right?
Yeah.
That's the minimum. But then she decided to stay for a career, right?
Yeah.
So.
But why? Why? Because she was sprung on that fucking guy.
No, because she was good at what she did. She was like the top pilot, like her first day, you know?
So and she was
thought
also
she could
fucking
get a
that
career
guy.
out of it. No, she wasn't.
Okay.
It's just you.
I don't even
all
have
you
to watch
think
this
about
movie
is
anymore.
sex.
You guys have described
No,
it so
there's
great.
so much.
How many times,
There's so much
how
more.
many times has this happened, Earl? A lot.
Oh, I still remember you guys' Star Wars breakdown of how I should watch it. It was like you should watch the sixth one first, and the third one, then the first one, and then only half the second one.
Yeah, don't listen to the guy that has Star Wars tattoos. Yeah, don't listen to the guy that's dedicated his life to it.
That doesn't mean
Okay.
anything. You have a simple mind, and you don't understand the storytelling. All right.
Fuck you. Okay.
I'm enhancing the story for him.
Yeah.
I see this pandemic has to slow down you guys' great relationship between, you know, you guys are ever, the chemistry is still there.
If anything, it helped a little because we don't see each other anymore.
Oh, okay.
It's making it more bearable, I guess.
Pablo, I bet you couldn't wait for this pandemic so you couldn't see Frank anymore, huh? You were like, yes.
You know what?
I've been waiting for an excuse.
I was kind of like, cool. But now it's gone. I thought we were gonna be. I thought we will be at the studio right now.
Yeah.
You know, I didn't think it was gonna go this long. So now I'm like, all right, you know.
Yeah.
Let's go eat or something. You know, but at first I definitely was.
I can feel you guys missing each other right now through the screen. I know you guys miss each other.
I miss going to the taco place.
You guys are listening to Completely Useless Podcast with Frank and Pablo. And we have, you know who we're talking to right now. He's the person we've had in the podcast the most.
Yeah.
Probably 5 times. This is probably number 5.
Around there.
From Alt Blk. What's your other podcast called?
Alt Blk and Blaqout podcast.
Blaqout.
Yes. Yes. Don't be discriminating against the blacks, Pablo.
I forgot the name of the other one.
Oh yeah, you would forget what the black titles, huh? You would forget that.
Yeah, I remember Alt Blk.
Oh yeah, you better remember Alt Blk.
I did. I literally said it right now. I'm
just giving you shit.
Guys, I know that.
Look, I made jalapeno poppers for the occasion.
You made them from scratch?
Oh shit.
From scratch.
Oh, there you go.
From scratch. I go and buy the frozen jalapenos and put them in the air fryer.
Oh shit, that's what, dude, air fryer. I just got one. Those things are fucking. That's from scratch, in my opinion. Yeah, dude, air fryers are legit like an adult version of an easy bake oven. Those things are fucking dope as shit.
Yes, air fryers are great.
I legit, dude, I get black bean burgers. I'll throw them in, dude. Done in like 5-6 minutes. Shit's fucking awesome. Fish done in like 5-6 minutes. It's fucking dope.
French fries, 10 minutes done.
Oh, dude, I did some French fries the other day. That shit was fucking prime.
I gotta get one of those. I've been thinking about it for a while, and then I forgot, and then Frank told me about it.
Dude, Macy's $40.
40?
Oh wow.
40. Yeah, dude, I got it's a small one, but it still fits a lot of shit in it. I got it for $40, and dude, I literally use it at least once a day. Done.
$40 isn't bad. I'll get one for $40. And go get it tomorrow.
Yeah, fucking do it, dog.
Oh shit! You balling out here?
Make some 4th of July fries. Make some freedom fries or whatever.
You invite everyone over for a barbecue, but it's just the air fryer. That'd be so fucking funny.
But it's in a little one. So people gotta wait. Like, I'm making another batch of fries, guys.
It's only enough for 3 people.
Yeah. Dude, Gordon Ramsay came out with his own air fryer, which like blows my mind because I'm like, okay, a fucking 3-star Michelin chef is promoting a fucking a little easy bake oven? No fucking way. And he did YouTube channel based on recipes from it. That was kind of crazy.
Yeah, that's how I know either the money's drying up over there on his side of the world with the reality TV, or he's not the chef we thought. Because, like you said, air fryer is like that's the easy bake oven.
Yeah.
For adults, for him to be endorsing that's crazy. Like George Foreman endorsing a Foreman grill, that's two totally different lanes.
Well,
he
also
boxer, endorsing a grill.
Yeah.
Ramsey should be endorsing like a lawnmower or something completely out of his league, out of his realm.
Dude, that dude's done a lot. He has like, or he had like 2 or 3 shows. He got like a new travel show that was kind of like Anthony Bourdain's. So he just goes to different countries now making shit. He did that show. What is that? Fucking Cut or whatever, where people it's like at home chef. That he's done a lot on TV, man. It's kind of impressive.
I feel like Pablo is frozen.
Yeah, I just looked over. I'm like, where's Pablo? His mic's off too. I think. Oh, there he is. I think. Are you there? Hey, Pablo, are you back? Hello? No? Yeah. Are you there?
Oh, he's back. He's back.
Yeah, I can see him moving. I can't see. I can't hear his microphone.
Yes, hear me?
Yeah. What the fuck happened? Did you die? Did you go take a poop?
He had to jerk off real quick.
Yeah.
That's what happens when I come into the Zoom. Like I get everybody hot and horny. Sorry, Pablo.
Yeah. Is he? All right. He's having technical difficulties.
What's up?
Oh, there you are. What the fuck happened to you?
Are you guys talking about me?
Yeah.
You trying to Zoom with that Metro phone?
Nah, dude, I got a call and I thought it was an emergency because they called me several times.
Oh.
And I'm recording on my phone. So.
But it wasn't an emergency.
It was not.
So you need to set up rules with your friends who call you, like calling you several times.
Yeah, dude.
And it's not an emergency. That's like bro code 101. You don't do that.
Yeah.
That's true.
You call and then you send a text.
Yeah, you call, you send a text, and then you wait.
I also rejected
an hour.
the call the first time. So
you say you rejected the call?
I rejected the call the first time, and that's why since I got another call, I was like, oh, someone's dying.
Yeah,
oh, okay.
They super like sorry. If someone like I noticed that the call isn't as waiting as long as normal. I'm like they sent me the voicemail. They're probably busy. I'll do something else. Sorry, they lost out or whatever it is.
Yeah, exactly.
But Earl, have you gone out during the pandemic at all, or are you staying at home?
Man, outside of working, and going to food places, I just been pretty much in the house. Gone to the mall a couple times. I got an addiction to buying shoes, so I've still been doing that.
I just got this dope ass shoes on the mail that I ordered like 2 weeks ago.
They better be dope. You doing all this work, they better be dope. Oh, let me see these shoes. Because those pants right now are not dope. What are those?
They're like swim trunks, okay? You're not
swim trunks?
Yeah.
All right, let's see these shoes.
Oh, yeah, those are dope. I like them.
Okay. Those are super Mexican of you.
Yeah.
Earl, you would rock these.
No, I would rock those.
I like the little gold letters right there. It's a little touch, nice little touch.
So what occasion are you saving those for? Because I know you haven't been going out much either.
Well, yeah, exactly. I got them today, and I was excited, and I was like, when am I gonna wear them? Where am I gonna wear them? I'm not gonna wear them to work.
To work, dude. After you guys show up fresh to work, because you ain't got nowhere else to show them off.
No,
I've been dressing up to go to Starbucks. Like, that's what I've been doing. Like legitimately dressing up, put the shoes on, fresh cut, and go to Starbucks.
Yeah, literally any chance I get to go somewhere, I'm like, oh, I'm excited because I get to like actually put myself together instead of look like a homeless person. I'm not even working right now, so I'm literally staying at home like most of the time.
Are you getting? And let me ask you: are you getting compensated more for staying at home, or just about the same as you would if you were working?
I'm getting a little bit more, but not very much more than what I was making when I was managing a store. But that says a lot for a lot of people who weren't in that same position, because a lot of people are getting the maximum benefit right now, which is totally fucking great. But now that we're here coming up in July, it's kind of worrisome because it's like there are a lot of places are getting re-shut down again. Like So a lot of people are worried that we're gonna re-shut down the country, and then they're not gonna extend the benefit for everyone, and it's gonna fuck up like a lot of people. So I don't even know like what's gonna fucking happen soon. It's kind of crazy.
It's crazy to me what they continue to keep open and what they don't, and what they deem essential workers and what they don't. I never thought Starbucks would be an essential place.
No,
but every Starbucks has stayed open.
Coffee,
yeah, you got to keep the Karen. That's why they've been actually wilding out lately, right? The lines are longer in Starbucks.
The lines are too long.
Yeah,
Starbucks and Target.
Yeah, so all these Karens are starting to like lose their shit out here in the streets.
Dude, there was I've been watching a few of them. Like they get crazy at like the grocery stores because they're going in not wearing their mask, or they're like, I forgot my mask, and then the store owner will let them in, and then other people are like, what the fuck is wrong? Why aren't you wearing your mask? And then they get super pissed when people give them shit. I'm like, get the fuck out of here! You shouldn't. If you forgot your mask, go home. Like, get the fuck out. But I don't know why people are tripping on it.
It's just selfish people. That type of persons. They don't care about other people. They care. Most people, sadly, and that's probably why we are where we're at. They care about their own comfort more than other people.
Yeah.
You know. So
God forbid they gotta shop in a store and wear a mask. Cause I get the whole like civil liberty argument, but it's just putting on a mask to make other people feel comfortable and to hopefully not continue to spread the disease to people. Like it's not so serious to where people they want to fight so hard to not do it. Like the first week, I fought against it for sure. I was looking around like, what kind of world am I living in? Everybody has a mask.
Yeah.
But then when I realized I was the only person not wearing a mask, I'm like, oh, now I look crazy. Let me just join the party.
You know, when it first happened, I think all of us like were just like, oh, whatever. It's not gonna happen to us in the United States like it does in other countries. And it's just been crazy, dude. Like I remember like when they first started reopening stuff, I went out with a friend to a comedy show because I wanted to help support, and you know they were doing social distancing. And I'm like, okay, this will be really fucking cool. You know, it's not going to be anything crazy. And then not even 2 weeks later, we had 2 cases pop up at 2 different bars of COVID-19 from the workers. And I'm like, fuck that shit. Like I have hypertension. Like I have diabetes. Like I'm not I'm super susceptible to getting the disease. So I'm like, fuck this. I'm shutting all of it down. I'm not going out unless I absolutely fucking have to. So
you've been quarantining yourself in your house for the most part?
Yeah, I mean, unless I'm going like I've done like hiking stuff with friends, but again, it's mostly like I check out the spot and I want to make sure there's not a lot of people there. You know, keeping myself very limited. Very few people have, you know, like maybe like 2 or 3 friends come over that I know that aren't like, again, like going out and working. It's nothing like we're not doing big gatherings at all. But yeah, I'm trying to just you know, stay safe because it's fucking scary, man. Seeing like they just had a case yesterday. The youngest case ever of coronavirus death was an 11-year-old boy. Like,
oh wow! So some kids are dying from COVID.
Yeah, they I think like it's almost been like a month that they said like there's another version of COVID like started coming out.
Wasn't the kid though like didn't he have like some well, you were just talking about how you have diabetes or whatever.
Yeah. And
that's the thing too. Like all this headlines is like a lot of people don't read the articles. A lot of people get scared right away, and they see a headline that says this 11-year-old boy died, but also he like had diabetes, and they don't tell you that till like 4 paragraphs into the article. You know, it's not like a healthy young boy. You know, I'm not trying to talk bad about him. You know. But it seems like everything's just designed to like scare you more, you know? Yeah. Some people are just gonna see the thing that says this little kid. We thought if you were young and healthy, you will be okay. And now that just scares people into thinking it's different. It's harder, you know? But yeah, like that kid had like diabetes and he was like 300 pounds or whatever, you know, like. He had a lot of things, you know, like that.
I don't think he was 300 pounds, but I think he was born with
it. You know, like, you take things way too literal, Frank. But, you know,
I'm like, dog, I'm 300 pounds. Like, but yeah, no, definitely. Like,
imagine how this kid looked then. You know?
Like Terrio.
Dude,
remember
that
Terrio.
Who's
Ooh,
Terrio?
kill him.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
no.
You don't remember the Ooh, kill him kid?
No, was that the no? Let me see.
He was
Look
famous
up
in
Yeah, he's famous about
Instagram
5
famous.
years ago on Instagram because he was the little fat black kid. They'd be like, "Ooh, kill him!"
Oh yeah. I remember.
Yeah. He's about 300 pounds now. I'm pretty
Jesus.
sure.
Yeah.
Now,
Yeah.
How old is he now?
Oh.
probably 38. I don't
Yeah.
know. Who knows if these kids are real?
He's probably like 18.
Right? Like
He's probably like
know.
18 right now.
Maybe
he was just a kid. He was a grown up the whole time, like Andrew Milanakis.
Oh
yeah,
dude, that was a trip though. Like I really didn't know he was a fucking adult.
Watching his show, I thought he was like 20 tops.
Yeah.
And it turns out he was like 37.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He looks old
he's
as
like
shit now.
Yeah, he's like 40 something now, right? He's close to senior citizen age right now.
Yeah, for sure.
And he still like has that like baby face, but he also looks old.
Yeah.
Which is just weird, I think.
Yeah, that's creepy.
I want to see him like do his own podcast or something, dude. I would definitely watch that. That shit would be something fucking.
Nah, I don't know. I don't think he's never had anything interesting to say. He's just he's a screamer. He's a screamer. He's a theatric. I'm a scream and I'm a yell.
He's definitely
have
like absurdist.
Have interesting like things to say. I don't know. Maybe.
Well, I feel like this. He could be doing like an internet version of his show, what his show was, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Definitely.
He has the pull to do it himself without.
Mm-hmm.
There's gotta be small production companies that will help him too.
Mm-hmm.
You know?
I think if you did like a TikTok show, because TikTok is it's like 15 seconds. I think the max one is like a minute, if that. And so I think in small increments, he could do what he did on TV like really well.
What does he even do now?
I think he writes a lot. I think he writes on TV shows and stuff, and like submits ideas and does like spec work.
Oh, okay, that's cool.
He's fucking a lot of cougars in Hollywood.
Dude, that fool's always talked about how he's like hooked up with a lot of chicks because of how young he looks, which is like odd as fuck to me.
Yeah.
Nobody wants to talk about that.
Yeah.
Nobody wants to talk about that.
Yeah. Speaking of weird, ugly people who fuck a lot of people, do you guys hear about Ron Jeremy?
I heard that he had like a sexual assault case against him or something like
that. Ron Jeremy, big porn star from the 80s.
Hairy.
Yeah, dude.
Porn star. You gotta throw that in there.
I've sat in a room with him. That fool only has hair around the edge of his like hat or his head, and then in the middle it's all bald. It's like
that's nasty.
He looks gross. But dude, girls come out to fuck him all the time. It's fucking weird, dude. He started. I don't know if you know, but he started doing comedy a few years back. And I'm friends with his now. He's not his manager anymore since these allegations came out. But at the time, I was friends with his manager, and so every once in a while, I would do a show with Ron and his manager and stuff. And I wasn't really friends with Ron; I was more friends with the manager. But I would, that he would come along and things would happen. But the guy is weird as shit. But I mean, beautiful ass women would come out to fuck him all the time.
I got lost when you said he stopped and started doing comedy a couple years ago. What the fuck?
it was never good. I want to point out, it was never fucking good. It was just an old man with a harmonica doing really weird shit.
With a harmonica?
Yeah, he would come out with this harmonica. I don't know why he was obsessed with the harmonica. And he would like play it really badly and then come out and like make sexual puns or just be like inappropriate. And that was like what people went for, was to kind of see him just be like, I'm Ron Jeremy and I got a big dick, woo-hoo-hoo, and then play the thing. It was really weird.
Yeah, no, I can imagine.
He would sell out rooms, and then like girls would just come out and like talk to him. Like every night he performed and come out this way. The place would be packed. It would always be couples or single women, and they would all want to fucking talk to him and take pictures with them. And that fool looks nasty as fuck. So I did not get it. Like
probably a lot of bachelorette parties, huh? That seems like a thing.
No, 100%. It was a lot of bachelorette parties that would come out, and bachelorette parties that come out to comedy shows are fucking insane.
Yeah, for sure.
I don't get it, but I'm not a woman. I can't get into the mind of a woman. But if I was a woman and I seen Ron Jeremy naked,
dude,
I might commit suicide. It just might be the thing I do.
Gouge my eyes out.
Yeah, I don't get it.
So like one night he was at the club and like this girl comes out and like talking to him, and I guess like her mom was also a porn star that Ron knew, and I guess like she had been put up for adoption by her mom, and so she I guess was like talking to him, and he was like, let's go hang out, and they hung out. They went to Pachanga, the local casino, and they were there hanging out, and I guess he ended up porking the girl. So he had sex with the mom and the adopted and the
Did you say
daughter.
porking?
Yeah.
Right?
Is that not the proper term? Is that
You said porking with a P?
Yeah, that means sex.
Porking?
We know that.
Yeah.
I thought he looked like a pig.
No.
I thought this Ron Jeremy looked like a pig. He's out here porking.
Yeah, I know he definitely does.
He looks like if the fly instead was with a pig and not a mosquito.
Oh, that's fucking
funny. Yeah.
That's what Ron Jeremy looks like now.
Oh my god!
I've seen like I haven't watched a lot of Ron Jeremy videos, but the old pictures you see back in the day, I just don't see at any level of his success where he was attractive to women outside of.
I was about to ask that because I've never seen any video. So like, in his first video, was he in shape or?
I don't know. I've never seen a woman and been like, oh, she's so unattractive, and then she showed me her pussy, and I was like, oh, I gotta do it. Like,
exactly.
But women are the opposite way. Like,
yeah, well,
see a dude and be like,
apparently not. Dude. Maybe you don't know women as well as you thought you did.
I guess I don't. I don't know. I don't know.
Because Ron Jeremy gets it, and apparently any way he can.
Yeah, that's the weird part to me.
What is it? I didn't care about this, but I feel like
he supposedly raped like I think it was like 3 or 4 girls, and they all like I mean they have enough evidence to fucking to arrest them, so that says a lot. I know his manager put out a statement like literally within hours when it happened that they are no longer involved, but he talked about how like I guess like a couple of years ago some allegations came out, but like literally within hours that the allegations came out, he was like, here's my proof, I wasn't there, I didn't do this, and he had proof just like to sway, that it wasn't him.
And when did this supposedly take place?
The raping, or like when did he get arrested?
The raping,
I think took place like a couple years ago. I don't remember like exactly when, but it was like a little while back.
So can we? I need to see these women who are accusing him of this, and I'm only saying this for the obvious, but also like, if you let Ron Jeremy's out of shape ass rape you, you weren't trying hard enough to get away. That's just me and my thought process behind it.
Guy. How are you gonna move him out of the way? He's a big guy. He's like he's like a Snorlax, dude.
I'm just saying.
He locked the door, and how is she gonna get out?
But then he has to take his pants off, and that's a whole ordeal in itself. And then he has to like thrust it. Like there's a lot he has to do. And he has short arms. I don't know if he was. I just don't see how.
He wasn't built for it. He doesn't.
Oh, okay.
So funny. That's funny. No, But then, like the weird part to me, and I didn't know this, but it was rape, and then also rape with a foreign object. And I'm like, Jesus fucking Christ! But apparently, when you get the rape as a foreign object allegation, that just means that he could have been using his hand. I guess it doesn't have to not, just as long as it's not the penis, then it's now a foreign object. But I think it just sounds terrible, Yeah. So I don't know. It's fucking weird.
I mean, that whole thing is terrible. So
for sure. No, fair enough.
How's it supposed to sound?
No,
so
but
what probably happened was some girl told him like, you wouldn't touch this with a 10-foot pole, and he was like, "Oh yeah,
like,
okay,
yeah,
I got one in my pants."
Let me go to the 10-foot store. Well, that's like the thing. Like when a lot of the women would come around to talk to him, they would always be like, "Oh, he must have a huge dong." Like you would literally hear them asking him, like, "How big is it?" And you're like, "What the fuck, lady? Like, what?" I mean, you can literally see it in a video. I don't understand what the mystery is. Like
because that was their icebreaker.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, I guess.
That was them letting him know they're down.
Dude, guys could never have an icebreaker that aggressive.
Right?
Guys could never go up to a woman and be like, "What does that pussy do?" Like, I guess you gotta be like fucking the best
looking you are. The better looking you are, the worse your approach could be, and it's still fine. You know?
That's fair.
I mean, because even Trump was saying you can grab him by the pussy, like
because he's rich and famous, not because of his looks. You know.
As far as we know.
How much do you think Ivanka Trump hates Trump? Like
I'm sure she considers suicide. That's how much she hates him.
Yeah, or just committing murder and being the hero of the people out here, serving jail time for life.
Why doesn't she do that? We will literally all help her out if she did. We will march so that they free her.
Oh yeah, no, I'll be right there behind you, like Rocket Trump.
Oh, for sure. You know, like I don't know. I think I would. I don't. You know what? Then I don't think she hates him that much because she knows if she killed.
No. Here's the thing. Here's the thing. Trump is 2 steps ahead. He knows Ivanka hates him. He's got security on her to make sure and watching her every move to make sure that she doesn't try anything with him.
She's Rapunzel and she's just locked in a tower or whatever.
Right.
That's why initially she was just going to live in Trump's tower instead. Remember?
Yeah.
That's why I was. Yeah.
Exactly.
Did you guys
they have not been in the same room in months. I guarantee it. I guarantee it.
Not alone.
No.
They just have like the Secret Service agents go back and forth, passive aggressively talking to each other.
Like if she's coming into the room, or like say he's in the Oval Office and he knows she's gonna come, he calls Mike Pence. He's like, Mike, I need backup, dog. Don't leave me alone with her. And then Mike Pence brings his creepy looking kids. Have you guys seen his kids?
Yeah, I've seen a couple of the pictures. They're fucking they look a little weird.
They all look like Macaulay Culkin on meth. They all look crazy.
They look like they have bags and they're like 6. You know, like they have horrible bags. Yeah. Like they're just like they look like they're possessed. You know?
Well, I mean, they've been in the spotlight forever. I would imagine that, like, that's the thing that would suck about being in politics, right? Is that like your whole family doesn't matter, dude. Your whole family is in the public eye from as soon as you're born, especially if you're, you know, whoever is related to you has been in public office since you were born. Like, you're always being watched. I mean, how big was a deal when Obama got his kids a dog? I remember seeing it on the news for weeks, and people were like, "They finally let him have a dog," and I'm like,
"Yeah,
like, yeah." It's little things that are huge deals now. Have you guys heard about the book that his niece is putting out? Trump's niece.
Yeah, they're
no.
Right?
It's like a tell-all. So basically, like she's gonna tell, like she's saying, like I'm gonna put out his salary from like a couple of years ago. I'm gonna put out like a bunch of secrets, not only about Trump, but then I guess Trump Sr. or whatever.
Like the whole family.
Like she's gonna put all their laundry out there because I guess they've been like fucked up to her. So Trump started suing the niece over like slander and stuff, and they got approved. But then this judge today put out like he like overruled the judgment because he says that it's like what is it? I think it has to be like public. It's a big deal to the public to know all these things about the president. So he overturned the ruling. So they're gonna put out the book like way sooner. It's gonna come out July 28th. And it's
so it took the judge overruling a judgment for the niece putting out a book to get the information the American people are supposed to get about the president.
Yeah,
that's the thing. No, and this is just about the family and stuff. There was another book that they blocked from this guy. I have his name right here, John Bolton, who was an advisor or something like that, a security advisor, I think. So that's like the real shit. And he was actually supposed to testify during the hearings for his impeachment, and he didn't.
Oh shit.
You know, like that's the kind of information he has.
Yeah.
And
wow.
they blocked it. They're blocked it. They're trying to fight it right now. There's actually a guy that used to make videos on YouTube. He's a lawyer. And he was making videos of like analyzing lawyer scenes in movies, right? And that's how his channel got big. So now he's like, okay, I'm gonna stop doing that. And he started suing like for like real things. So one of the things that he's doing now is suing because that is like we said earlier, information that the American people have to know.
Yeah.
You know? And information that I think they're fighting it, and it might be like more redacted, you know. But there's a lot of things that were like speculations, like. So this guy was in the room when so a lot of the scandals happened, you know, including one of the big ones that's people have been talking about. Supposedly Trump found out that the Russian government was paying terrorists, or I don't know exactly what they're from, to hunt down American soldiers in the Middle East. And they did kill a few of them, and apparently Trump knew for a while since it started happening, and he like didn't do anything about it. You know, so like things like that. That's treason, for sure. So like just things like that they're supposedly this book has information about, but like they blocked it, and now this other guy's he's suing the White House and the I don't know what the other thing is.
And this is Ivanka's brother or sister's kid, because this is his niece, or this is his brother or sister's kid.
No, yeah, I think the book that Pablo's talking about is a different person, but I think the niece is on Trump's side. I don't think it's on Ivanka's side.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah. So
yeah, it's wild.
Interesting.
Yeah, no, it's gonna be something, man. Like that's the one thing I've been like talking to people about is like he has so much writing right now because the election's not even like 6 months away, and like how he's handling COVID, how he's handling the unemployment situation, like, dude. And then just among the other things that are going on right now, with all the police brutality cases that are going on, dude. It's a lot he has writing on this re-election, and right now he's like super down in the polls. I think it's like he's only approved like 30% and the rest is Biden. So it's,
you know what I was thinking too, it's messed up that I feel like Joe Biden is getting more, in the big part on how Trump's handling this whole thing, but also we haven't seen Joe Biden on TV or like do any major things for a while. So he's not fumbling his words around, just saying dumb, crazy things everywhere, you know?
Yeah.
Like,
100%.
So that's for sure helping, because the way he was going, Jesus, you know?
Yeah, like, I know. Both of them do kind of fuck up a lot of shit. every time either of those men speak, it's like, oh my God, dude, like, did he not tell anyone that he was gonna say this? Because I think somebody would have stopped him if he did. You know, I forgot who I was listening to, but I was listening to somebody talk about how Twitter works and how people are shocked that Trump or Biden or anybody of their age uses Twitter, and we forget that old people just don't give a fuck. Like they say whatever the fuck they want, even if they don't know.
And Twitter is probably the most simplest one to pick up and use.
Oh yeah, but they don't care. They like, I mean, even like, well, dude, the one that I think threw me back, that was when Trump said he made Juneteenth famous. I was like, get the fuck out of here.
Oh my gosh, see, that's when it became ridiculous. Like
I almost threw up when I heard that, dude. I was like, Jesus Christ.
Dude, it was
the disrespect this guy has.
Yeah,
disrespectful. That is borderline funny. There's a lot of funny moments with this dude because it's like he's very socially unaware of a lot of things he says, or he is and he just doesn't care. Which I probably lean more to that.
Yeah, for sure.
He's socially oblivious.
Yeah,
that's I think because he's not part of society. He lives in a different fucking world.
He literally has his own tower. Like,
everything has been handed to him for his whole life. Everything has been handed to him, and he's just been awful his whole life. So, yeah, of course he's never heard of Juneteenth. And in his mind, it's like, if I haven't heard it, nobody else has.
Yeah.
Because
I'm the smartest person ever. Yeah.
You know? And so that's why he says he made it famous.
Yeah.
You know, but he's just not even aware of what like society's actually like, or how to navigate or talk to people, and stuff like that. Which it baffles me on how he got elected in the first place because of that. You know?
I mean, it's just so funny to look back. I think, what was it, like 2, 3, 4 years ago, when people were getting upset at comedians for talking about Trump because they're like, we're just tired of hearing it. I'm like, dude, the dude makes it impossible to not talk about how crazy shit is when he fucking like says crazy ass shit like that. So I don't know, man. Like, just, and it goes for, I mean, like, again, I think it's like most politicians say like fucking weird dumb shit. So
or do weird. Politicians do weird dumb shit. And speaking of that, real quick, just want to plug Jack's new album he just dropped. Okay. A politician's kid talking some shit about politicians. That's all I'll say. Go listen to it.
All right.
Anyways, moving on.
I'm definitely gonna have to check that shit out.
Are you excited for basketball to come back?
No, not really. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not. I'm looking at how they're doing things. I don't know what it's gonna be like watching from television at home. Watching, NBA players playing the gym with no crowd, no real interaction, no atmosphere that they're used to playing in. So we're either gonna see it be ultra competitive and we get to hear everything on the court, all the play calls. It's gonna be interesting that way, or you're gonna have people who are just not engaged because, me playing sports for as long as I did, I do know that there are a lot of people who play sports who feed off the momentum, off the crowd, off the atmosphere, and that helps them play better. That helps them be more engaged. They don't get distracted easily. And then people are opposite way. So it's just going to be interesting to see these teams play. I personally think that, this is all LeBron. This is all LeBron James.
Oh, yeah.
And it's because, and it's not just him directly. It's the league knowing that LeBron James is on a timer. He's got 2-3 more years left before he's like, all right, he's 40 years old. Like, are we going to keep pumping this guy as the face of our league? Mm-hmm. So they're trying to They're trying to maximize his window, but and all it takes is one person getting COVID in this little bubble they do, and then all hell's gonna break loose.
Yeah, I think UFC kind of did it right, where they literally said, "Fuck this shit, we're buying an island, and we're just gonna have all our fights there and control everyone on the island and minimize it." But I think you're right. I think it's gonna be like, it would be really cool to see it get crazy competitive because there is no distractions. There's no fucking people yelling out at you and fucking your concentration up, and it's just them. And I think that, if they redid the court, so it's more industrial, cage comes down over the basketball court.
Oh my
god! They got bombs attached to their ankles. If you blow up, that would get people.
The ball has a chain on it. And it's stuck to the cage.
The times we're living in right now, it definitely feels like that. We should be watching something like that.
Yeah, they just call it death ball.
Race.
Yeah,
And here's another thing: whoever wins the championship they're gonna be looked at as the championship that doesn't really count because of the COVID thing.
Yep.
If LeBron wins it, there's gonna be an asterisk next to his name. And if any other team wins it, it's going to have the same type of thing. So,
you know what? LeBron and the Lakers were on the way to win it, though.
Yeah. They were. It was them and the Clippers. It was those two.
What was going to happen? It was them or the Bucks. That's it.
Mm-hmm.
So it's that's what was going to happen. So if somebody else wins, it's all right, well, yeah, it was just a fluke, right? These are weird times.
I think baseball is the one sport as much as I love baseball, that one I think for sure is going to suffer because it's so slow that the crowd definitely I think takes a really big chunk of how the game's played. That one I don't.
That's a good point. But I was looking back at baseball if there's any sport in the world that really support social distancing is baseball. Like you got the shortstops and third basemen 6 feet apart, outfield. Yeah. Like you don't have to worry about, at least on the field of play, too much interaction between players. They don't do that too often unless somebody's sliding into home or first or you're tagging somebody. There's not a lot of contact. And the dugout, I guess you could have the dugout. That's, you need social distancing within the dugout.
But if you've been into a professional,
when you go into the dugout, you have to put on a mask. Well, and then when you get out, you take it off.
You could do that. Like, also, like
difficult,
the professional dugouts are huge, dude. Like I haven't been to the Dodger one, but close to my house we have a minor league baseball team, and I've played at the field a few times. And those dugouts are fucking huge. Like you can get social distancing in there.
Because there's quite a bit of people in there, though.
I mean, but
there's room for everyone to be 6 feet apart.
Yes, dude, those dugouts are huge. And then even then, like the dugouts have they go into the locker room, so they don't have to have everybody out. Really, I mean, as long as you call, when it's your guys' turn, you just call out into the locker room, hey, come in here, and then they can go in. And their locker rooms aren't like gym locker rooms at schools. Like they're nice. They have like recliner chairs and TVs and video games and shit.
And if you don't need a crowd, just put the players in the stands. Like, hey, you sit up there.
Oh, that's true.
Yeah. You sit over there.
Right there too. They're right on top of the dugout. So that's true.
Yeah. You can kind of separate them that way.
You could easily put like some sort of like stairs right next to it, so that it just comes out through that.
But I know baseball is nervous because they've already been on the downward trajectory for the past 15 years, and now that you have a pandemic that's gonna slow you down even more, because most of their money is generated through ticket sales, concession stand, all that kind of stuff. So when you can't do that, like NBA, NFL make majority of their money through television revenue, which is why they're trying so hard to continue the season, because they want to keep those deals. But they don't necessarily need to have the crowd there. That's more money, extra money, but it's not the majority of the money. Baseball is the opposite. Their TV deals are so low that the local TV deals they want to keep, but they want to get those they want to sell those tickets. They got 162 games, right? 182 games, something like that.
And I think a way of combating that, I think I don't remember how many, but they did cut the season shorter.
Yeah,
they did make it much shorter. The next season that's gonna start, it's gonna be much shorter. So
they're already so late into it.
Because even if you're a big fan of I'm not a huge fan of any team, but I'm a Yankee fan, right? And if I want to watch Yankee games,
of course you're a Yankee fan.
I don't need to watch. Fuck you. I don't need to watch all of them. I mean, any team. You don't need to watch every game because there's so many.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Like the whole first half of the season, I don't even care about.
Yeah.
Because you can lose 10 games in a row in the beginning, and it literally doesn't matter.
Yeah. No, that's 100% fact.
And I mean, don't get me wrong, professional games are great to but they're not even that exciting. I mean, they're fun to go to because you're there with your friends and it's a whole experience, but it's not like football or basketball where things are happening fucking quick.
Yeah, you guys heard there's an old Hannibal Buress joke in his last special. It says baseball games are fun if you haven't seen your friend in a while and you want to go somewhere and talk for a few hours. That's what you do at a baseball game.
Dude, legitimately, when I go to the minor league here, I literally go there because I can get drunk, and it's more like you're feeling like you're at a bar that happens to have a baseball game going in the middle of it.
Hey, those $17 beers hit you different, though.
Dude, do they? Because they have dollar drink Thursdays here. Fucked up for $20, dog. Dude, I used to get box seats sometimes at Dodger Stadium. And I was lucky enough to not have to pay for the box seats. But the food prices are outrageous. Dude, I remember just ordering a hot dog, a beer, and some popcorn. I spent $30. It was crazy.
Okay.
And it's not even a good hot dog. Huh?
That sounds like stadium prices.
No, yeah. It's dude, a michelada is $14.
Oh, hell no. Hell
when
no.
I go to the LAFC games with my sister sometimes. Well, not now.
Yeah.
But I spend fucking $60 just on 3 beers.
Yeah.
It's not
Yeah, you got a problem, Pablo. You got to talk to somebody about that.
You guys know that, right? No, but I mean, my point is beer's expensive over there. Not that I know I have a problem, Earl. Right?
Just say it. You said $60. Yeah. Oh, just stopped at the 20.
Have you guys
one beer? You get one beer with $20, dude. You know I'm not stopping at one.
I know.
I'm getting at least two.
No. No.
Have
what
you
you
guys
say?
The Raiders Stadium? Have you guys seen that?
I have not.
Dude, it is tiny. It is one of the smallest stadiums I've ever seen in my life.
Really?
Yeah, dude, it is small. Like it looked like a model of a stadium. It didn't even look like a fucking stadium.
I really thought they were gonna go all out and make it like one of the biggest stadiums in the NFL. It's a small one?
It's because they don't have anywhere to put it, and they want it in Vegas. So the Raiders are moving to Vegas, and so the problem is they want to put it like close to the Strip, and there's just nowhere to build it.
There's no room.
Yeah, like dude, the T-Mobile Center Stadium or whatever is already fucking huge. But yeah, it is just crazy. But yeah, it's tiny. It's small. So
I mean, how bad did they need to do that? People are gonna go to the games.
Well, that's the thing is like it's a sports betting town. Like I don't think they think like people are really gonna like they know that they're gonna sell out no matter what, and people are still gonna watch the games on all the at all the casinos and stuff anyway.
Yeah, so maybe it is a smart way to just keep it always sold out by limiting the amount of tickets you could have, and then because at the end of the day, like. Las Vegas Raiders? That didn't even sound right to me.
No.
And so you're gonna get a bunch of people from Oakland traveling or LA traveling because people in Vegas are not Raider fans.
No.
And tourists are just gonna go just because. But like you said, they're gonna watch it on the screens all across the strip. So maybe there is something to having a small stadium and just trying to maximize the tourist,
I definitely think
avenue.
It's gonna help the casinos out for sure because, dude, anytime the Raiders win, they're just like Raider after party at at Harrah's, and then people can go there and fucking party and shit. So I think
$2 margaritas during Raider games. Boom.
Yeah. Oh, dude. Yeah. It's people are gonna go there to get fucked up, and then you're gonna see a bunch of Raiders. But I mean, the same thing happened with the hockey team when they got the Golden Knights. Mind you, it's a brand new team. But they did it right. They got a brand new team. They bought all the best players in the league and then got the fucking Stanley Cup in 1 year, which is fucking insane. So who knows? Maybe more money will come to the Raiders and they'll be able to, start winning again.
Yeah. Lord knows they need it because they ain't won shit.
Dude, they haven't done shit since they fucking left to fucking Oakland.
They've been in quite a drought. Yeah.
Yo, how has wearing masks helped you guys' lives out for the better?
I mean, it's kept me from dying, so there's that.
Yeah, I was about to say, I haven't gotten COVID.
Oh, this guy, see.
So probably that.
Yeah, okay, outside of getting COVID.
Yeah, but it definitely, I mean, it sucks. I mean, I'll be the first one to say that I hate fucking wearing it, but it's not going to, fucking, things suck in life.
I haven't smelled bad breath in 3 months, 4 months.
That's fair.
It's been great going to work and talking to people and not having to worry about like halitosis breath, or fish breath. So that's been a plus. And also, I have this bad habit of like making faces.
Oh, I just got this.
Keep your distance.
Yeah, hell yeah, dog. Let people know what's up.
I had this bad habit of like making faces when people say dumb shit to me. And so like the mask has really helped. Like under the mask, I'm like, but like you can't see it. I used to use my eyes.
Yeah.
So it's been great for looking at people like this, but hiding my face that's been a 2+ outside of not getting COVID.
Yeah, I have this bad habit of still smiling like when I see people and stuff. But then again, like your eyes are the only thing moving, so I'm just like, I look dumb as hell.
We've been smiling at people our whole lives, that's not gonna go away no matter how long we wear masks. Like you just, I was at Home Depot like earlier today, and this baby was smiling at me, so I smiled at her. But I was wearing a mask, and so the baby, it would probably just look weird to the baby,
And the baby didn't have a mask?
Oh, yeah. Did the baby have a mask?
No.
Oh,
you didn't call social services?
Yeah. Yeah, dude. You didn't protect that baby.
I don't want to.
You didn't become a Karen in that moment.
I know.
I didn't want to see the baby belonged to what looked like a Karen. So.
Oh, okay. So you already knew what you're getting yourself into.
I didn't want to be in the video. I didn't want. Yeah.
I
didn't want to be in the video.
You should have Karen the Karen, dude. She would have been like, "What the fuck is happening?"
No, because she's gonna start telling me that the government behind it and 5G. I mean, I see those videos. So like, they're like, it's like I don't know where they are, but it's like a town hall meeting, and this lady is like complaining about it, and she's like, you guys know this is just politics. This is like, it's like she read a bunch of words on Facebook of like all these conspiracies, and she mashed them up together, and then she came up with her own things. Because like, well, first it's like, you know what, if God's gonna get you, God's gonna get you. Not even 6 feet are gonna keep them, and not even the mask. And this is a pandemic. You guys know it's about politics.
A pandemic.
That's so funny.
You guys know it's about politics, and you guys want us to wear the masks. And then when the 5G comes, what? Huh? the 5G, and you're wearing the mask. I was like, who let this lady in here? Who gave her the mic? You don't do that. Jesus.
Dude, the 5G lady's here. Get her.
Oh my God.
That's so funny.
I don't even know how everybody has this. Like the PS5 is coming out. Why does people have time to think about anything else? I can't give 2 fucks about what's going on with Trump. PS5 is coming out.
Dude, I feel you so hard on that, dude.
That's all my focus.
Dude, oh my God. That's so true. Dude, speaking of the PS5, dude, I think the design's ugly as fuck. It looks like a Wi-Fi router.
I didn't like it.
It does look like a router. But I can say this. I've never looked at a system and was like, that's ugly, so I'm not going to buy it.
Oh, but that's fair.
It's never been the case. This regular Xbox I got in here is one of the most atrocious looking fucking systems ever made. It's the hugest system and it's loud.
Yeah.
But that Def Jam Vendetta, Fight for New York.
Hey, dude, I'm shocked that they didn't keep to Pablo. Have you ever played that game or heard of it?
No,
he doesn't like black people.
I Dude, they made a fighting game.
You guys started talking about video games.
Dude, they made a fighting game with like different like hip hop rap artists, and it's
Pablo. Imagine now playing a video game where you can be Travis Scott, and you can fight Post Malone.
Okay, that's cool.
Dude,
right?
It's a fighting game.
Yeah,
it was a fighting game.
What?
But it was early 2000s, so you had Ludacris versus T.I. versus E40 versus
Neo
Snoop.
I think
Neo. No,
dude. No, it's Def Jam, dog. It's not like what.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh, it's a Def Jam game.
And the video games didn't have enough like technology to render Neo's head.
Yeah.
To fit into the game. At that point,
this is gonna take us way too long. We can't film in this game. This is not
exactly.
It's not worth it. It's not worth it.
But it's a classic game. They came out with 3 of them.
Yeah.
And it was Def Jam, so it was a lot of Def Jam artists that were part of the game. But when they realized they weren't right. But when they realized they weren't getting paid, they kind of like started to fight against it, and those games never came out. The new ones never came out.
I would complain if I was one of those people and I wasn't getting paid for it.
Yeah, well, didn't that happen in Fortnite? Like, because like Fortnite, when you win or whatever, you can brag by doing a bunch of dances, and the dances were being taken by like a lot of popular artists that were creating them, and they weren't getting paid for them. So
NBA Youngboy and Block 42 Hummer. I don't know, one of these dudes out here. I just made that name up.
It sounds like a thing, though.
Yeah. I was like, oh shit.
That sounds like a white rapper, though.
The names are getting ridiculous now.
That sounds like a white rapper from Texas, though.
It does.
32 Hummer or whatever?
It does.
That sounds like a white rapper from Texas. How are we doing in time? Are we good, Frank, or what?
Honestly, I didn't start timing us because the Facebook normally does it. So we just kind of been going, and I was like, you know what? We'll finish when we finish, dog. Like, fuck it. It was a good episode.
Okay, you're the one that worries about time.
Yeah, no, you know what? I'm a changed man since COVID, man. You know, I'm just
right. COVID would change some things, right?
Yeah.
Maybe you should look at things a little differently.
Oh yeah, like I'm.
What
relaxed.
is time?
Yeah.
What is time?
Dude, honestly, I've been forgetting. Like, I'm really bad about not knowing what day it is, but fuck, dude. I wake up some days, it's fucking Saturday. The next day is Monday, and then after that, it's like Thursday. I'm like, what the fuck is going on?
Yeah, where the fuck did Monday and Tuesday go?
Especially because you're not working, Frank.
Oh,
I could imagine just all the days
crazy.
Smashed together, right?
Yeah, it is crazy, dude. Like, don't get me wrong. I try to plan out shit every day. Like, I hate just sitting at home and like not getting things done. So I've been like working on projects that I've been saying I'm going to get finished. You know, we've been doing stuff around the house because my dad's working, but he's not working as much. So, oh my God, when he gets an idea for like a house renovation thing, he made me paint the whole house, dog. Like week one, COVID week
Physical
one.
Work.
COVID week one, he was like, I think we're going to paint like the front of the house. And I was like, okay. And then it ended up being the whole house. And then he was like, week two, he was like, you know, we have to paint the fence now that we painted the house. Then we had to paint the whole fucking fence. Dude, I swear to God.
How are you going to paint just the front? You got to paint the whole house. That's what he said to you to trick you into doing.
That part. He fell for the trick. He fell for the okey doke.
He was like, we're just going to touch it up.
Stuff like that to you all the time.
Dude, it's bullshit, but he's really good at it. I swear to God, he fucking gets me. He's like, hey, come here. Can you try doing this? I bet you can't do it. And next thing I know, I'm fucking fixing like half the things.
See, that's how your appetite used to be. It used to be like, yo, I'm just going to eat this crust of this pizza and that's it. And next thing you know, the whole pizza's gone.
It's true. That's very true.
I'm just going to eat one more wing. Yeah, come on.
Dude, I will say this, I do miss wings like a motherfucker. I don't miss anything else but like wings and pizza. I'm like, fuck, like that shit, like until they come out, I don't know, I'm just like sketchy about like the vegan pizzas and stuff, like I don't trust vegan cheese. Some of that cauliflower crust pizzas are pretty good. Oh, I forgot about those. I can eat those. I'll probably try one of those.
Yeah, those are good. Yeah,
but
my girlfriend does a cauliflower pizza at Mod Pizza all the time.
Oh shit! Oh, yeah? I forgot about Mod Pizza, dude. That place is bomb as fuck.
Yeah, it's cool. Yeah, Pesto Pizza be having my farts stanking, but other than that, Mod's pretty good. Mod's pretty good.
Yeah, dude, I've been cooking a lot. Like I've legit, probably at least 4 days a week. I'm cooking like from scratch, like meals and shit here at the house, which has been cool for trying not to spend money and stuff. But it's really like branched me out to like things that I've never cooked before, and like, dude, I did
vegetables.
Yeah, dude. Yeah. I was like, what the fuck is a zucchini, dog? Like,
how do you even steam broccoli? What?
Yeah, what? You just put
never
water?
cooked anything green. What is this?
Dude, my breakfast be looking sad just because like I just do the protein shake now. But it's literally a banana, spinach, kale, and strawberry protein shake every morning, which I actually like. But yeah, it's hard. It's rough sometimes.
So you coming for the shirtless 2021, right?
Hell yeah,
what you going for?
Hell yeah,
Pablo, you better start doing something, bro.
Oh, for sure. I'm not gonna be the fat guy in this.
Dude,
if I am, I will stop doing the podcast.
By 2021 or 2022, I want to be able to wear a medium for the first time in my life.
See,
I don't think you're gonna get there anymore.
Too small to like be able to wear, dude. Like
You're too tall for that.
And what? Oh, I guess you're right. I wouldn't be. But whatever. The I guess large or extra large probably because I am pretty.
Either way, it's gonna look stupid, Frank. Because even if you're skinny, you're too tall for it.
Yeah, no, I know. That's the thing that's kind of crazy is I've always been like 200 plus. So, and the thing is, my doctors are like, no, you're gonna get down to like 180. I'm like, what the fuck is 180? I don't think I've ever been 180. I think I was 160, and then I jumped up to 200. I don't think I've ever been in the middle. So
yeah, one loaf of bread and got to 200.
He was 160, and then he turned 12.
Yeah.
Did you ask your doctor about head or face exercises? Because here's my thing with like a lot of bigger people who get smaller. Yeah. The head seems to stay the same size.
That's true.
Shout out to my pops.
Yeah.
No. And I'd be like, and I just be wondering, like, is there an exercise you can do?
So that has me worried because I got a big ass dome piece. Like my glasses, when I get them, I have to order them so they're bigger, they're wider because I just got a big old dome, and I've been wondering about that because like I've already lost enough weight to where my face looks a little skinnier. So I'm hoping that I lose a little bit because my motorcycle helmet is a double XL, and you can't order a lot of regular shit. Like you have to go out of your way to order bigger stuff. So I'm hoping that I don't remain like skinny with a giant ass head. That shit was suck.
Just incorporate some cocaine in your diet.
Just well, the cocaine will make my heart explode. I have high blood pressure.
True.
Maybe like a one hit and done. This shit is awesome.
You'll feel really good though.
Flat line.
That's how I want to go. Like, that's the feeling I want to have when I'm dying.
Yeah,
I don't care where I'm at.
That's why I plan on doing a high speed chase when I know I'm about to die.
And just
just the pure adrenaline and running from the cops. Like you guys may experience that, but I'm black, so just pure adrenaline running from the cops.
That shit is crazy. Like
try to get a Bronco like OJ and just go for it.
Do you understand how expensive white Broncos are now because of that?
Yeah.
Like, you can't get one. Broncos in general. Isn't that crazy that Bronco sales went up that year and the year after? Like, that's fucking insane.
And until this day, if a white Bronco parked in front of my house, I'd be a little creeped out. Like,
yeah, you're like,
in that car.
What the fuck? On Pawn Stars, they bought, I guess there was 2 twin white Broncos that I forgot who else owned the other one, but they were significant to OJ. And he owned one and his son or something. Yeah, like
somebody else that was close to him and his family owned one too.
Yeah. And so I guess on Pawn Stars, they ended up I don't think they ended up buying it. I think the guy wanted too much money and they just didn't want to put it out there. But no, it's somebody's, I probably owns that fucking vehicle and drives it around. That's just fucking crazy.
The amount of people, like people really got that type of fucking money to where they'll just buy random stuff from like significant events that happen. And some stuff is cool. I mean, it's like the OJ car.
Yeah.
As far as we know, no murder happened in that car, so it's okay.
Yeah.
But like the George Zimmerman gun, that's where it gets sick.
Oh,
yeah. No, definitely. I'm sure there's people out there collect crazy shit like that.
It's morbid, It's morbid, and I don't want to meet the person that would buy something like that.
Yeah.
David Duke and them. It was David Duke and them. It was that group who are keeping George Zimmerman paid. He sold a painting for over $100,000.
Get the fuck out of here.
George Zimmerman.
That's crazy.
Yeah, just because it's his, and there's a people that want to see him still succeed in life because of what he did. So it's just creepy.
That's an open admission that you're racist.
Yeah.
Oh, for sure.
That's just an open admission that you're racist. If you give them the one that gets me, the one that makes me just ashamed of being a human being, makes me want to cry, is when they give him a bag of Skittles to sign.
Yeah, and he signs it.
He signs them with a smiling face, on his face. That's like okay, so you're definitely in the KKK, right? Or something.
Yeah.
Like it's just there's like absolutely no hope for you at all.
Yeah.
Cool. Like good to know, because
Have you guys seen that dude? He's a musician. I think he's a jazz musician. That he's talking to KKK members and getting them to like leave the KKK and like.
Oh yeah, I saw his whole interview with Joe Rogan.
Dude, that shit was crazy. That shit was insane.
It was pretty trippy.
That's the only one that I've just seen from start to finish. Like that's the only
episode.
Yeah, that's the only episode that I've just.
I got it. I saw you missed out on some gems.
Yeah, dude. There's a lot of good shit. It
doesn't keep me any podcast doesn't keep me entertained like that for that long. I'll watch it
except for the Alt Blk podcast on Apple Music and Spotify, and then the Blaqout podcast on Apple Music and Spotify.
Of course, the Blaqout podcast and Alt Blk. You know?
Hey, you know what got me frustrated earlier?
What's up?
So I was looking at this meme, and it was top sitcom dads of all time. And I wasn't mad at the God tier. They have 4 people in the God tier. I don't know if you can see it.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
But they had Bill Cosby. They had Bill Cosby, James Avery, Uncle Phil, Jason Seaver, and Stephen Keaton from Family Ties. So that didn't bother me. What bothered me?
Jason, what's his name?
Jason Seaver from Growing Pains. That's
okay, I think I know
Robin Thicke's dad.
Yeah.
Okay.
But what bothered me was the mid-tier. The very bottom of the mid-tier, you had Dan Connor from Roseanne. I don't think he gets the respect he deserves for being a sitcom father. A great one at that.
I don't even remember Roseanne, honestly.
What? Dude,
what?
I don't remember what it was like. You know?
You look like you were supposed to be on that show at some point. You just embody. You're like Roseanne's love child from like her and some Hispanic dude that helped fix her house or something. Like.
Right. It's like when they're reaching for storylines and they don't know what to do. It's like, she had a baby with some Mexican guy.
Yes.
And the guy took him away. She never spoke of it. You know? But now he's coming back to stay with his mom because he's going to college down the street. Okay. No.
So you never really were into Roseanne like that?
No, I think the thing is that, like, I mean, I lived in Mexico till I was 11, you know? So, like, there is a lot of shows. I'm pretty sure they did show it, but it wasn't such a big thing.
Yeah.
You know? Mm-hmm. I remember watching The Fresh Prince for sure. It was a huge thing over there, you know? So that I can relate, and I know the episodes and everything, you know? But, like, Roseanne wasn't something like that big. At least for me and my family. Like, Boy Meets World was another good one, you know?
Yeah.
That for sure watched. But no, I never got into Roseanne. And
I feel like Roseanne, if you watched it now as an adult, you would appreciate that show. I mean, there's a little undertone of racism in some of the episodes, but, you know, that's what happens when you got a white family from, like, the Buttocks, Mississippi, where they're from.
Yeah.
Well, that's the whole thing. Like, they're supposed to be redneck. Right? Yeah.
Yeah,
well, there was that, but they were supposed to be like a rednecky, like, kind of family.
Yeah, but super great show. One of my favorite shows. And Dan Connor, I just saw that and was kind of upset that he doesn't get the respect he deserves. He's like, they put him right next to Flex Washington from 1-on-1.
Yeah.
You ever watch 1-on-1?
He's in the middle one? This guy you're talking about?
No, he's on the bottom.
He's in the mid. There's mid-tier, and then there's mid-mid. He's right before the low tier.
Oh, okay.
Who's in the low tier, though?
Al Bundy, Married with Children.
What?
This is what I'm talking about.
Al Bundy was fucking... Dude, that guy had the sickest burns for, like, ever. Dude, some of the shit he would say to Peggy, I'm like, what? Or even the neighbor's wife or whatever.
Yeah.
I think I can see that because he wasn't like the wholesome type of dad, right?
No, he was a terrible dad in the way he interacted with his kids.
I think that's why they didn't put him higher. You know, it makes sense.
But he worked every day at a goddamn shoe spot.
That's the thing. Like, that's his whole thing.
Sacrificed life,
dude. The sacrifice he gave to make sure that his kids and family had shit paid was so high for him. Like, dude, like, when they do the episode, we're like, yeah, Al, you used to be a football star and you used to do this, but then you got pregnant. Like, he gave up a lot, and, like, that's the thing that's, like, I wish he would get recognized for.
But he gave it up because he had to, because he was forced to.
No, he could have aborted the shit out of that child. It was, like, 94.
Oh, no. I mean, maybe her body, her choice. She didn't want to. You know?
That's fair.
And then you have Fred Sanford in the low tier.
Oh, what?
From Sanford and Sons?
Yeah,
from Sanford and Sons.
Red Fox is fucking dope.
Higher. Yeah, he should have been higher for sure.
They have Robert Freeman from the Boondocks.
But he was a good grandpa, dude. He another one. He
was another one that was kind of forced to. You know?
But he was always trying to get the money.
Yeah.
He's a little delusional. He's a little delusional because he's always about the money.
When he opens up Luther's and basically like kills off that lady that got fat, then got skinny, and then part of her deal so she wouldn't sue the shit out of Luther's, but they would have to give her a Luther burger, and then she
one last one.
Yeah, she eats it and she dies. Like, dude, such a
It's a great show. It's a great show, definitely.
And then you got Homer Simpson in the low tier.
Yeah, he chokes his kids. He's kind of a shitty dad.
Yeah.
Danny Tanner in the low tier.
Oh, what?
Now as cheesy as Danny from
Full House.
Oh yeah. Okay.
As cheesy as that show was, in every episode, there was a sentimental moment where he had to go into the bedroom and talk to each daughter about what they did wrong. The music will play, and it was all emotional.
Changing bodies and stuff.
Come on, he let his.
It's so hard because I don't have a wife. Yeah, that was his whole thing, right?
That was the whole thing.
Yeah.
But he let two grown men move into his house. He had all those kids. He had the neighbor come over. What's her name? Kimmy Gilbler.
Yeah.
He let her come over and veg onto in his kitchen. Like, he was very welcoming. Like, he shouldn't be low tier.
He should have been higher. Yeah. He should have been at least mid. All the other ones, I kind of get it. Right. But he should have been at least mid.
Yeah. And the last one is Earl Pops Johnson from Blackish.
Oh,
I've never seen that show.
I've seen a couple episodes. I mean, he seems very involved with his kids. That's kind of shitty.
I wouldn't have put Ray Campbell above Al Bundy. Ray Campbell, sister.
Yeah,
anyways,
yeah.
Okay.
I dove really heavy into that meme when I saw that earlier.
That was another one that, like, it was kind of back and forth because the mom and the dad were they weren't together until like the very last episodes. But they were trying to raise people. But then Ray, I remember he was kind of a dick about a lot of things. Like,
he was very uptight. He was very tight. You know who didn't make it on here, and he should have been a god tier. As far as dads, Frank, Moesha's dad.
Oh shit! Yeah.
You remember him with the military flat cut?
Yeah.
And he had Ray J. We brought in Ray J as his son.
Yeah.
Come on. If y'all really watch, is what?
Huh?
Is Red Foreman in it from that 70s show?
Oh, let's see.
He's a great dad.
No, he's not on here. So they're even missing.
He should have been there. Yeah, I feel like he should have been there.
Because he kind of reminds me of like an Al Bundy, but like funnier or not. Yeah. You know, like just more grounded in something kind of real. But he did a lot for those fucking kids, especially fucking Hyde, who didn't have
everyone. You know, yeah, exactly. He should have been. I wouldn't have been mad about it if it wasn't the God tier, honestly.
Yeah.
How do you have Uncle Jesse on any tier when his name is Uncle? This is where this meme lost me.
Yeah. I reject that. Let's make our own.
We got to make our own because that doesn't make. How do you have a tier for sitcom dads? You have Uncle Jesse there.
Yeah.
Yeah. How are you gonna put Uncle Jesse and not Red Foreman in it?
Yeah,
right.
That's true. That is very true.
Jesus.
How you not put Peter Griffin in there?
He is an awful dad. Literally the worst. He has an episode where he does so much crazy shit to Meg. Like, you know what I mean? Like in general.
Yeah.
Like
he's the worst. He should be God tier and the worst dads on TV.
But he birthed a talking kid, Stewie, that was able to talk before he was supposed to, and he had a talking dog, and he fought a fucking cock for 3 episodes.
Dude, those were probably some of my favorite episodes too. When he's fighting
as far as the Stewie thing, it's a little muddy because sometimes it's like some people you don't know who can understand them and who can't because sometimes it's like even they can understand them.
Yeah.
Well, they've clarified it in one episode where they said like if it's main characters cannot understand him, but sometimes like side characters can, or like they'll get like the gist of it.
Okay. It's just the dog that can. It was just the dog, and his mom sometimes, right?
Not even the mom really. She gets the gist, but the dog for sure can understand. And then like if Stewie talks to anybody who's not part of the main cast, so like when they bring on like the other babies or like girls that Brian interacts with is generally who he's speaking to, they can generally understand what he's saying, and they're like, oh,
that's true. But also Megan and Chris understand them.
Oh yeah, I guess so. They do understand him when they actually talk.
But I think there was certain times they understood him if he was saying a word that a baby would say.
Oh, that's true. That makes sense.
Because like you remember that episode where he was like talking to his mom and he was like, "Mama, mom, mommy, mother, mom, mom," and then she finally was like, "What?" And he was like, "I love you."
Yeah. There's episodes. I remember an episode where he's like helping Chris ask this girl out, and he's telling him what to do and everything. He straps him in his backpack so he can tell him what to say instead.
Yeah.
So,
Oh yeah.
You can fully understand him. At least I think the writers don't care that much, and it's just for whatever the episode's about.
Yeah, it's just like a device that they can use.
That's it. Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
True.
And this one, Stewie and Mega are gonna get into it, and they understand each other. That's it.
Most shows generally have a character that they just kind of like they can always use to as like a device to help them get out of situations. Like Roger in American Dad, same thing. Like anytime they're like, "Fuck, why does this need to happen?" Just put Roger in it; it'll make sense.
Yeah.
Well, kind of same.
Roger now, I think Roger got so popular that he always has his own little like side storyline in every episode. Every episode is that. It's every episode. Everybody else takes a turn on the main one, but the side one is always Roger doing something with someone else.
Yeah.
Which I like, because I like Roger's the best character they have. So.
Oh, the episode where he literally like stops, he can't control some of his personalities, and they start taking over his body slowly. So fucking funny, like fucking crazy.
Yeah, hell yeah. All right, you guys want to land this puppy or what?
Yeah, I think we did it pretty well. Yeah.
Good episode, Earl. We miss you. Yeah. We miss going to the noise lab.
Yeah.
I gotta throw the gang signs up real quick, just so everybody knows y'all affiliated.
Yeah. Cool. Yeah, I got you back. Don't worry about it.
Yeah, I got y'all's back. That's why I did that.
Oh yeah.
You see the blue and the red.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. What is
it? Boats and hoes. That's fucking sick. That's what's up.
Yeah, that's awesome.
That's the dream.
I'm watching the movie right now.
Fair enough.
But thank y'all for having me on to the podcast, man. We've been shout out the Noise Lab too. So as soon as this pandemic is over,
dude, we're definitely itching to get back over there. It was just the whole experience of doing it, going somewhere and doing it. It's just better, I think. I like it.
Yeah. And but hopefully by the time y'all come back, we'll have we already been upgrading the studio periodically since this whole pandemic has happened. But in the next couple months, we're gonna get new mics, new interface, new all of that. So hell yeah, we trying to.
When this pandemic's going, you have time to do whatever you want.
I got all the time in the world. This pandemic is going. I got till mid-2021.
Yeah, exactly. We're gonna have a new president. When
I know, right? By the time we get back in the noise lab.
Because if he gets reelected, this isn't gonna go away ever. If he does, they take him out of office. Hopefully, something is done, and but for sure we'll have a different president if we can go back over there.
Yeah, 100%. So, but thank y'all for definitely having me on, man. I appreciate this. Rest in peace to Shane Dawson. You know what I mean? I don't know if y'all know who that is. If you don't, doesn't matter. Rest in peace to Shane Dawson. And
wait, like the YouTuber?
Yeah. Rest in peace his career.
Okay, dude. Hey, you know what? For real though, that shit's crazy. That fool lost his career in a day, and he was apologizing, right? Like that was his whole thing.
He was fake apologizing.
Yeah,
that's what happens when you put out fake ass apologies. People read through
it. You apologize once because you're gonna lose your career. Then it's an empty apology.
Yeah.
So it's like all these shows and stuff, saying that like their voices of this character is not gonna be a white person anymore because black people should play those. That's not even what it's about anymore. That's not what it's about at all.
That's a little crazy to me.
Nobody wants that. People want real change, and nobody cares if Cleveland Brown was in every 5th episode of Family Guy Nobody cares who he's voiced by. You know?
Yeah, that's never been something that Black people cared about. No. And what are you gonna do, like when you have a midget character? You're gonna have to find a midget person to do the voice for them. When you have a character that's fat, do you have to find a fat character to do that voice?
Like, hey man, if that goes through, I'm gonna get a hell of a lot of work. Well, not in like a few months, but if they got
in a few months, you're gonna be looking for skinny work out here.
But all right, man. Well, check out fucking Earl's podcast. Fucking thanks for joining us, man.
Thank y'all for having me.
All right, peace.
I got a naked girl in here right now. I'm finna go slay.
Oh shit.
Good for you.
First time in my body and unlearn other shit talk to me. Drinking on blood like a vampire, man. Waiting on the plug like where he at. Chilling on clothes at the laundry, man. Can't fuck with me like an angry cat. Need me a blunt and a god girl stat.